Hello, everybody. Welcome to Todd's Pod. We're here in the IHRP Day area again this week. I figured I would do it from here a few times until everybody kind of gets an idea of what we're doing at IHRP. But anyway, so I have Mike with me again today. Me and Mike, we have pretty good discussions, so we hope that you enjoy our little discussion here. So, how you doing, Mike?
I'm just tired.
Why are you tired? Oh, never mind. Just don't even answer that. Because it's working, right?
It's because I put in almost 40 hours in 3 days, so
I don't think that's legal.
I don't think it's legal either.
Yeah, so we don't talk about that. But anyway, so that being said, how do you feel about is there a time that comes in your work or things like that that you kind of get where you feel a little burnout because of the fact that we're kind of having to when we help others as you and I do, a lot of times we have to kind of sit in their trauma. We have to listen to their trauma too. So it kind of a lot of times people say that re-traumatizes, but it doesn't really do it to me. But it does sometimes after a certain period of time. It does wear on you. Have you found that to be the case with you? Some?
No,
No.
I really haven't.
How long have you been working like this?
I've worked. This is my third treatment center I've worked in.
Okay. Did you ever have a problem in the other treatment centers?
No, I never did because this isn't even a job to me.
Okay.
I know you didn't expect that answer.
Well, I didn't really expect that answer, but that's okay because I know what you're talking about because for me, like in the previous job that I had, I would go, but it entailed so much more than just this, right? And I figured out after a few years that I actually needed a 2-week break during that year.
Yeah.
Each
like
year.
Mental health days.
Kind of, but all together, where I could just take 2 weeks and just decompress and everything and just kind of do that. And that kind of prevented me, I think, from ever really getting burnout. But I'm like you, I love what I do. I would rather. No, it's not, is it? It's like, so I don't have to pay you?
It's like being your no. I would love to do this for free.
Yeah,
but I
but
can't.
I understand. No, I get it. I get it.
I got a dog at the house that's very needy.
So I definitely I look forward to going to work.
I do.
It's kind of like people ask me sometimes about self-care. It's like when my day is done at work, when I'm kind of getting to the point that I'm done with that day, then I get to go home. And when I get home, it's kind of like a change where I'm kind of good to go. But when I get tired of being home, I get to come back to work.
Yeah, I get that.
And it works out pretty well.
But honestly, I don't get tired
of this
being at home.
Well,
I live alone.
Right.
It's fantastic.
You think?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love every minute of it. Every minute. Me and my dog.
You and your dog, huh? Yeah. How is your dog?
How is he?
Yeah.
Very needy.
I bet. Yeah.
When I come home from working long shifts, he goes ape shit crazy.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a real big part of my self-care.
Yeah, that's why I asked that because I knew he was.
Real big part.
Even when he's muddy and mud tracks all over the house.
I don't care about that. It ain't shit to mop the floor.
I know. I just
No, I know you're just teasing. But no, he is a prime example of what an emotional support animal should be.
Yeah.
He knows when I'm going through something because he will not leave me alone. Regardless, he doesn't leave me alone ever. But he's always within 3 feet of me at all times.
Yeah.
I've had him since he was 8 weeks old.
Okay.
There's a rescue from Woodlawn Lake Park.
He's a great little dog.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Great medium dog. Not real big, not real small. So
yeah.
I know you like to think of him as,
he's a lot bigger than he was.
Yeah.
I only feed him once a day.
So you only feed him once a day?
Yeah, I feed him once a day.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll feed him and I'll come home and he hasn't even touched it. He's a major part of my self-care. But other things that I do for self-care is I go to the gym.
Yeah.
I go to chiropractor. I think I need a therapist.
You think going to chiropractor self-care? They tie you in knots and pull it real tight, and then they untie you and throw you back out there and say, "Go ahead." So, all right. People ask me what I do for my self-care, and it's difficult sometimes for me to um, put my finger on what I do. I think I pretty much spend all my time, momentarily doing self-care. I do. But I love what I do, I do. And then now, the last place I worked at, I got a little frustrated because I was limited on what I could do. Right? No, nothing wrong with that. I love the place I worked, and I loved my job and everything. But I knew that I could do so much more for the population that we serve outside of there than inside.
You're an addict, so you want everything at extreme levels.
That's not the case. No, that's not what I was told. I was told I was a visionary.
Somebody lied to you.
Yeah, I think. Well, no, but anyway. So one of the things I wanted to talk about that kind of brings us to that, because the person that told me that said that because I was telling her about the fact that I got this going a little bit, but once I get it solid, with funding and things, and I know that it's going to be good to go, I intend to open up another one for women. And she kind of
all the way on the other side of town.
Yeah, it's going to be a little way. Well, of course, yeah. That's the best way to be successful, I believe. But I've actually thought about that, and I have a design in my head of a campus that would work, and that would be like one side of it women's, the other side is men's, and right in the middle. Wait a minute, right in the middle is the cafeteria, right? And when the women go in and eat, the guys can't even go near there, right? When they're out, completely out, then the guys can go there. So they never.
Talking about IHRP.
Yeah,
about ITP.
The old way used to be, but anyway. But yeah, I thought about even different than that, because they would never be on the campus together. They would always be on their side. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it 30 miles away, so I don't have to worry about it anyway.
Yeah.
But she stopped me and she said she wanted to give me a little advice, and I said, well, anyway. Sorry about that distraction, but when she said she wanted to give me a little bit of advice, she told me, she said, you're kind of she said I was a visionary, and visionaries, once they do something, they immediately go to the next thing. They never take the time to stop and enjoy what they're doing in the moment. And she said, and also I need to do that for my employees, because we need to celebrate the wins and take time to enjoy those wins, and then move on to the next thing. So I'm trying to implement that a little bit. It doesn't stop me from thinking about things in the future, what I want to do next, but it does make me realize that, I'm grateful for you coming here and doing what you do. I'm grateful for everybody that comes here and works. I'm grateful for the clients that come here and give us the opportunity to help them. Because without that, we would just be sitting here
doing podcasts every day.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no doubt. So that goes to a question about self-rewarding. About celebrating your wins in your life. Do you have a hard time celebrating your wins, and do you have a hard time thinking, "Oh, yes, I did that"? Do you have difficulty with that?
I never really thought about it.
Yeah, you are now, though. I can see.
Huh?
You are now. I can see.
I mean, it's like I just go with the flow every day, and things happen, and they may not be a big deal to me, but somebody from the outside looking in is like, "Holy shit, you just did that!"
Right.
Like we talked about it before. Getting out of prison in March. Here I am, 6, 7. What is it? It's November 1st, so
8 months.
It's been 8 months I've been out of prison, and I did not think I was going to be where I am today. But I also do not get an ego about it. I don't know how to say it. I don't. It's not a big deal to me.
Right. But it is a big deal.
But it is a big deal.
Right.
Like from people from the outside looking in, they're like, "Holy shit! Like this is not where you're supposed to be 8 months after you got out of prison."
Right.
And I mean, I got everything going for me right now. I've got everything going for me, and I don't really make a big deal about it, because it's me being an adult finally, something I should have done 25 years ago.
Right.
26 years ago. Sorry, when I was 18. But Yeah, some of it is. I mean, working here, doing a thing with the sober house, being on the board, finishing school. Like finishing school is, I feel like, is my biggest accomplishment.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, and I don't, and the things that I have going on, I guess I'm humble enough today to not let it get to my head
Okay.
and let there be an ego and try to brag about it or do different things about it. Now, if somebody asks, I'll tell them, but I just don't freely, like, what's the word? Freely, I guess, give that information.
Well,
It's personal to me.
right.
All of it is. It's
Yes.
all personal. I
Yeah.
have my dog. Like, that's the biggest achievement since I got out, because that was a goal that I had in December of 2023, you know. But what is a big deal for me that's coming up, and like I have 23 months sober today, and next month is 2 years.
Cool. Congratulations a little ahead of time.
It's 2 years of the greatest sobriety I've ever had because of what we mainly are talking about is self-care.
Yeah.
I take care of myself.
Yep.
You know, I take the meds that I'm supposed to. I don't skip. And I take care of myself. I don't really eat all that healthy. I'm from Chicago, so I eat pizza like 4 or 5 days a week for dinner. But all in all, I'm just happy about everything that's going on. And like I said, I don't let it get to my head. I have people that.
So, are you telling me that I can't eat pizza 4 or 5 days a week if I want to because I'm not from Chicago?
That's not what I was saying about that. I'm saying is pizza's my favorite food.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't do it because of my wife. So anyway. Well, so for me, on that level of rewarding ourselves and celebrating our wins and acknowledging our successes, right? I have difficulty with that. It's really hard for me to take compliments because I like you. There's that it's like I'm on this razor's edge, right? And I have ego on one side, and I have prideful on the other side, and I'm standing on this razor's edge in the middle, right there. Oh, that's the razor's edge, yeah. Yeah, but I try to stay there, and I fear if I celebrate or if I celebrate my wins or I celebrate or accept compliments, that it might throw me either way. That I might start thinking more of myself than I do of God and the clients, everything that I do, right? So I have difficulty there, but I'm getting better at it. I'm trying really hard to get better at that because you know what? We need that. We do. We need to celebrate. Like for instance, every night when you go to bed, you're supposed to, thank your higher power for keeping you sober that day. And I'm not real good at that. I should do it every day, but I don't. I'm just kind of like in the middle, right?
You just not pray at all?
I do pray, but it's like I don't add in that thank you for my day being sober. I wasn't thinking about it till I was at a meeting earlier today and we were talking about it, and it occurred to me, wait a minute, that's probably the greatest achievement that we experience every day. Is the fact that we stay sober. I do wake up and thank him for waking up sober.
Who is him?
That's God, my version of my higher power, right? Or her, I don't know which one it ends up being.
Yeah, I have the luxury of praying to him and her.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm the happiest sober I've ever been.
Well, I mean, everybody has their own path. Yeah. No two paths will ever be the same. Period. Right. And so I'm a firm believer that regardless of what that path is, if it works and you're sober, that's all that really matters.
Well, you know what made me realize that it was a big deal was when I said the thing yesterday to you about having a religious holiday off.
Yeah.
It's a pagan holiday. And you said, go ahead, I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's recognized and it's encouraged.
Yeah.
I mean.
So on the way home last night,
yeah.
I stopped and I bought Halloween candy to pass out at the house. But by the time I got home, it was
too late.
Yeah.
You want to bring it down to my house?
Yeah. No, I'll bring you some. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I had sitting in the meeting over there watching Veronica tell her story. I got 32 notifications on my Ring doorbell.
Yeah.
from kids.
There were a lot of kids in the neighborhood.
They're obviously.
Yeah. And I don't know.
32 missed notifications.
Yeah.
I mean, I should, and my Amazon packages are still there.
Oh, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Sorry about that. I forgot to do that. But yeah, anyway. But I'm not perfect, you know. I made mistakes. So, all right. So if somebody comes to you and they compliment you heavily about what you're doing or how you're doing it, are you quick to say thank you, or do you kind of like don't know how to take it?
I mean, now I say thank you. You know, I mean, I could say like a week ago, like I would hesitate to say thank you.
Yeah.
You know, or different things like that, because I don't want to get too full of myself.
Exactly.
I don't want to.
Right.
I don't.
But it feels good when people compliment.
Absolutely.
You know,
they compliment me on the things that I don't see.
So it's like I was talking to my daughter when I first got this place open and everything, and she was like, "Well, how do you feel, Dad?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm excited." And she said, "Well, you don't sound excited." It was on the phone, right? And I said, "But I am." And she said, "No, you don't sound it." And I'm like, "Well, in my head, I'm doing cartwheels. I'm celebrating like crazy." It's kind of like when somebody gives us a compliment, we know it's a compliment. We enjoy the compliment, but we're slow or have difficulty actually acknowledging that compliment because, and if it's in here and we're celebrating in here, why do we have such a hard time, letting the world know, hey, yes, I'm happy, yes, I'm celebrating, this is great, other than the fear of that ego or pride.
Right. Well, I had a situation the other day where I was talking to a friend of mine, and she had said something, and the way that I answered it made her come back and say, I see, that's where your ego went. So I sent her a text back. I said, hey, if you ever see that, check my ass.
Yeah, definitely.
Please check my ass.
Yep.
It's a matter of being happy, or when the ego kicks in, I have a needle in my arm.
Right. Yeah, you have a beginning of that. You have a false sense of security, a false sense of how. Yeah, I tell everybody, call me on it, because I agree with you, because it's a man, that's a slippery slope. You get off on that ego or the pride thing and you start going, it gets faster, and it's really hard to pull yourself out of it.
Yeah, that ego thing that I'm talking about is what I used to have in all my past, right? Because it was like, look at me, look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And now it's, I really don't give a shit unless somebody asks what's going on, or I see somebody, an old friend in recovery. Like, I am reconnecting with so many friends that I've known for 10 plus years.
Yep.
And
pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because they're still sober. They've been sober the whole time. But it's then they ask me what's going on, where'd you go? Because and this is what I was told. I mean, Rick told me this. He said, whatever you do affects me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we're all a family in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that really hit home. That really struck something to me. And I think it wasn't you. It was Chad that was there. And I didn't know what to say, because I've never heard anybody say that. I never heard anybody say that and have genuine care for me. And they don't want shit from me other than me and to be sober.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of first time moments. I've had them in the past,
right?
But I didn't. My little wins, I didn't celebrate them. But these first times that I'm doing, it's crazy.
It is, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's not the person that I used to know. Like the person I am today, I've never met this person before.
Right.
And it just gets better and better every day.
I think that's one of the keys to successful sobriety and successful recovery, is when you realize that you have now met somebody you've never known.
Right. And I see myself in the mirror every day, and I recognize the person that's there, but I don't recognize what's inside there.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's because one of the things when I went to treatment, they asked me what I wanted to accomplish in treatment, and I told them, I said, well, I would really like to meet Todd Mitchell, because I've never really known this guy before, and I must say that it worked out pretty well for me. I'm like you, I celebrate my wins and the growth and all the things I get out of that. Living as an adult. Being an adult or being
Like,
responsible.
I pay bills on time
Yeah,
now.
my bills are paid on time. It's like weird. What is that? I wait till the electricity guy's out in the yard heading up with his little tools to turn it off, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got to.
Like my phone.
You take a check.
My phone number it stayed the same.
Yeah.
And it's staying on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm
used to bouncing around, going from cricket to metro to cricket to metro, cricket to metro, back and forth, getting new numbers. My mom, when I got this phone number when I got out of prison, she's like, "So I can erase the other 9 numbers I have for you?"
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true though.
Was that 20 minutes left?
I don't know. I can't see what he wrote.
Oh, we've been going for 20 minutes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've
All
been sitting here for an hour.
We got a new producer today, and he's out keeping us in check. It's like 20 minutes up.
He's putting up flashcards.
Yeah.
Next thing he's gonna have a teleprompter next time.
Yeah, or he's gonna put a little thing in our ear so you can say, "What are you guys doing today?"
We're gonna have a little teleprompter, and somebody's gonna dictate how we talk.
Oh, that'll never happen.
That'll never happen.
Oh, I think that I think when you plan what you're going to say, you may get across some of the things you want to get across.
Yeah,
but it's not going to have the same effect. Yeah, got to. I've always been that way. Now, I used to freestyle every time I spoke at a group or a meeting or something, and now I kind of don't. I kind of do write down because of the fact that I think it's important when we're speaking at meetings and things like that we get across the true meaning of what we are in our recovery and where we come from. So because I figured out when I freestyle at a speaker, when I'm speaking at a meeting or something, and I freestyle that, I tend to leave things out, and at the end I regret. So I don't necessarily.
We always do that, but your God put you there, and you said to say.
This is true.
Whatever you're thinking you should have said. May not have helped anybody.
Well, so yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah. I do. I kind of half do this what I've written down and half freestyle. It just kind of keeps me. It keeps me in check. Yeah.
You put like an outline, like you're writing a paper.
No, yeah, sort of maybe I guess because there's certain things I don't want to miss, and everything in between is great, but there are certain points that I don't want to leave out.
I get that, but at the same time, you're supposed to just go up there and freestyle.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
Not everybody does.
Every time I've told my story probably like 5 times.
I know, and I still don't know your whole story.
Because we were supposed to do a podcast where I was going to tell my story.
Right, I haven't got to those yet.
And I can airdrop my story that I told at Haven for Hope like 5-6 weeks ago.
Well, airdrop it to me, and I'll put it on the subscriber site because that's where those are going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very colorful.
Yeah. Well, good. But yeah, so that's one of the things I was going to do for my for the subscriber side is put everybody's stories in there and just start building that up like that.
I have it on my phone. I can send it to you.
Okay.
You can just however airdrop it or whatever this iPhone stuff that they talk about is. I don't even know how to turn the volume up on my alarm. That's hence why I was 30 minutes late today.
Yeah.
Like Brad called me. He's like, "Hey, where are you?" I was like, "Oh, I could." Like my eyes are so bad in the morning. I should be wearing glasses right now, but I'm not. They don't go with my hairdo. I'm just kidding.
My glasses go good with me, don't they?
They go good with Harry Potter also.
Less and less people are saying that to me. But when I first got the glasses, they're like, why'd you steal Harry Potter's glasses? I'm like, I didn't steal them.
Are you?
No, I almost stopped wearing because I have other styles because it's kind of my thing. Some people are shoes and stuff, but I'm kind of glasses. But I almost stopped wearing them, and then I noticed that I had probably a few more people telling me they really liked those glasses. They look good on me. So take the win. Yeah. But I mean,
for all you out there who are listening to this is how him and I are 24/7. We are like this.
Yeah. So no, I do take the win on that. And I realize that people that say that that it's Harry Potter's, I'm kind of, like, okay, that's kind of cool because
you got a wand.
No, I don't have a wand yet. No, I don't have a wand, but and I haven't really crossed that that threshold yet.
Yeah.
I just took the
Oh, you
glasses.
didn't want to be a
I
witness.
just took his glasses, so I'm wearing somebody famous's glasses.
I mean, we could always put the scar in your forehead and all that stuff. I mean, you could have dressed up as Harry Potter for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but what we were
Yeah, I
talking
could
about,
have, couldn't
you
I?
could have. Yes, you could have.
I didn't think about that. But no,
I knew the costume that I wanted to dress up in would probably not be appropriate because it was from the Rob Zombie movies. It was Captain Spaulding as a clown, and he killed a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah.
But I was gonna dress up like that. I was like, that's not really professional. Even though I'm in a wonderfully professional position right now,
Yeah.
that's not real. That was me.
What?
Being in a professional thing.
You are in the professional. Yeah. So what we're
But I get to
doing,
be me.
right? No, you get to be you,
I get
but
to wear my second ring, my gauges. I get to do all that stuff.
yeah.
A lot of treatment centers won't let you do that.
Right. Well,
Because they hold you to a higher standard. But if you're holding me to a higher standard, how am I going to relate with the guys if I think I'm above them?
so I hold my people to a higher standard, but that's the higher standard. You better be able to relate to people. You need to get down there with them. You need to help them because we're not just like a school where we're just going to teach classes and everybody's going to be fine. We're actually literally saving lives. You know, one life at a time, we're saving lives, and I know that because at some point in time I went to treatment and somebody's helped save my life.
Right. And when you hired me for this position 4 months ago, when I first connected with you, I had asked you, what is the dress attire? You said, I'm not going to restrict you on you.
As long as, you know, yeah.
As long as it's appropriate, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear no shirts with half-naked women on them.
I know,
That's
I
the
made
only
that,
thing I
yeah.
could have done.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I get
But-
to be me here.
Right. And it's important that you are you.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, one thing that addicts and alcoholics can see is fake.
Right.
They can spot that a mile away. And if you're not real with who you are and not comfortable with who you are, they see that and they know this guy's not real. It's like somebody that goes to school and learns how to be whatever kind of counselor, right? And they come to an alcoholic and they try to they start communicating, or an addict either way, they start communicating together. That guy can tell that person has no lived experience.
Right.
And it puts a wall up. It puts a wall up that person without that lived experience has a difficult time. Not that they can't overcome it, but it's more difficult for them to do that. I think if we get down in the trenches and we tell them who we really are, where we come from, and find that common ground, because there's common ground with every alcoholic and addict. It may not be so it's similar in some way. Yeah, there's something. So if we can connect with them on that level, and then they see what we're doing today and where we're at today, that lets them know that they could be me.
Well, I was having a conversation yesterday with somebody. I can't remember which client it was, but I told them the reason I'm happy all the time and I have fun while I'm here is to show you guys that just because you get sober doesn't mean you're boring.
Right.
You know, the best years of my life have been sober.
Right.
You know, this is coming up on 2 years. It's been the best 2 years of my life, besides when my son was born. But this is, granted, I was in prison and all that,
but still,
I surrendered.
Yeah.
And I signed time so I could get the hell away from my lifestyle. So I get to do stuff like this now because I made that sacrifice. You know, I didn't care about losing my freedom. I needed to. It was necessary. You know, by me doing that, it has turned me into the person that I am today.
Yeah.
I'm very structured and I follow directions well, but I have fun. I have fun. I have fun no matter what I'm doing.
Exactly.
You know, and this may sound like something that's very untrue, but since I left my ex-wife's house, ex-wives and parole don't match, by the way, and I got into sober living, I haven't been angry. I haven't. Like, I really have not been angry about anything to a degree where it really bothers me, you know? I guess there's a lot of acceptance that I learned. And I think the acceptance was before I went to prison when I was in county jail was is accepting the responsibility for my actions.
Right.
You know, and if I do something fucked up today, I'm gonna have to deal with it tomorrow.
Do I cuss on my podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's more
No.
it's more like, you know, I don't speak negatively to people. I'm
Right.
very caring, and I do that because it shows a genuine version of me. You know, to where I don't have to worry about what I did yesterday because I didn't do anything fucked up yesterday.
Exactly.
You know,
That's a great way to
I haven't
live.
committed
Yeah.
a felony
No.
since I've been out of prison.
Right, but the thing is,
on that.
the thing is though that we don't. As long as we work our program, stay in our recovery and stay grateful and thankful for what we have, and we don't make those mistakes. We don't have to worry about. Somebody could ask me anything about the last 8 years, and I can tell them honestly because I know I told the truth the whole time. I didn't deceive anybody. I didn't do anything, right? So I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have that in my background. But now, granted, the 41 years before that, I mean, there's probably no telling. I tell people that, I can tell you what I did. Well, Labor Day was the last holiday I think that we had before. Anyway, that the nation kind of celebrates, right? And I remember my Labor Days from 7 years up, right? But the 41 years back, I would try to tell myself I remember them because, of course, we were probably barbecuing. Of course, we were probably this or we were probably that. But, of course, I was probably getting so loaded that by the end of the day,
you didn't even know what the hell day it was.
Right. So I don't remember. I have these vague flashes of things. Same way with Christmases and all those things, all that time that I was out there in my addiction and my alcoholism. I don't really remember that. I see bits and pieces of it. But since I got sober, figured out who I really am, and keep my side of the street clean, I remember those days. And it's so amazing to be able to. I didn't realize I didn't remember things until I started remembering things. I'm like, holy crap, that's different.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy that for me, like I built a conscience, and I'll give you an example of this. So there's this woman. She's a normie.
What? She's a what?
A normie.
What's a normie?
A normie is somebody that can put down a drink.
I just wanted to ask that for the people that are watching. They don't know.
What was it? 3 weeks ago on a Friday, I went bar hopping with her, and like the obsession has been so lifted from me that there was no desire. Like I don't think about it, and I don't not think about it. Like the book says.
Yeah.
And she drinks. But she on the weekends, and then goes to work on Monday, and Monday through Friday doesn't drink anything. But one day out of the weekend, she goes out. And I had said something to her, not that night, but I had said something to her. And with my faith, if you don't think that you did anything wrong, then you didn't do anything wrong, But if you feel like you did something wrong, it's kind of funny how the faith and how it's set up sounds like the 12 steps.
Yeah.
Is you have to clean up your side of the street. So something was said, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I talked to her, and I told her, hey, I apologize for that, for what I said. She's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like,
right.
I wasn't,
Yeah. Had no clue, right?
Had no clue
Yeah.
that I felt like I offended her when she didn't even take it that way. But that's the kind of person I am today. If I feel like I did something fucked up, I'm gonna make it right.
Right.
And maybe not in an amend. Depends on the person and what it is. Not in the amends process, but I have no problem saying sorry or owning that shit. Like I did that.
So along those same lines, right? Like when somebody does something or they get cross with me, and they do something, and at the moment I'm like, yeah, it just kind of just flows off me. I don't hold on to it or anything. So maybe a week or two later they'll come back and be like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'll be like,
what are you talking about?
And I don't want to make them think, oh, well, this is very important to me. I don't care, because it is important, right? So I do. I accept their thanks, but I'm thinking in my head, what the hell happened?
What are they even talking about?
Yeah.
Like that, she she said that.
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
Right.
And then I just, okay, here we go. Let's open it back up. I'll tell you what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And she was just like, oh, I didn't pay no mind to it.
Right.
It didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
And then I have to explain to her so she doesn't think that I'm some fucking psycho.
Freak
or
out
something,
guy.
or a
Yeah.
sociopath,
Yeah.
or a sociopath in recovery getting emotions back. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to explain to her, like, hey, if I feel like I wronged you in any way, whether it wronged you or not, I have to clean up my side of the street. Because if I don't, then worst case scenario, I'll be under the bridge at the Elizon Courts with a needle in my arm.
Yep.
You know?
That's what happens, because those are things that what I learned in recovery, what I learned through this whole process is that I cannot hang on to anything. Period. I don't care what it is, or how bad you might think it is and everything. I have to kind of accept it for what it is, right? And not get too bent out of shape about things, because if I do, it'll get in my head. And as it gets in my head, it just builds, right? And it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And you're right. At the end of the day, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so then ultimately we'll probably end up, back homeless with, like you say, a needle in our arm, bottle in our hand, something, and
I don't smoke weed or drink. I just go straight to the hard shit.
Yeah.
And I
you don't build up to it.
No, I've been building up to it for 27 years.
Yeah.
To that final blast. The final countdown.
Yeah.
But I just had something on my mind that I was going to talk about too. Oh, one other thing this time, boundaries.
Right.
With the way, like, even if somebody like pops off and they start speaking real ugly, like I said, oh, whoa. It's not towards me. But it's something that happened in their day. And I just so happen to be the person there that they take it out on. And I have to set boundaries, like, hey, check it out. This is not how this works. I speak to you with nothing but respect. And because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you have to take it out on me, because I've been a punching bag for 20 years, or it's just the way people talk, or they joke around. I like to joke around all the time. I'm really dark with my humor, very dark, like controversial dark, but just boundaries now. I have boundaries with my ex-wife. She starts speaking ugly to me. I'll be like, yep, this is why I don't talk to you.
Well, so what?
Nothing.
So, but what I do today that I didn't used to do, that is weird that I have that ability, because I'm telling you, man, back in the day, if you came at me, I'm right on it. I'm right there in your face with you, right? But now when things start getting a little bit heated, I will leave that situation, let it cool down, go back to it cool-headed, and usually handle it in a much better way than if I tried to fight it.
I'm the same way now. Like, I catch little glimpse of, like, situation happened the other day. I asked somebody, hey, or I told them, I said, hey, when I see so-and-so, I'm just going to go ahead and check him and let him know what he's doing is not good. And then she brought me back down to earth on that. She said, no, just let it chill. It's not necessary. She even says the shit like, you're on parole, And for somebody to tell me that means they want me around.
Right.
Right. And I'm not used to fucking having friends that don't want shit from me other than myself. It's strange to me, because in my addiction, like, the circles I ran around with, either they stole your girlfriend, stole your wallet, or stole your car, or stole your
drugs. Yeah.
Help you work for them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's not the case today. Like, I have so many new friends, so many people. I've actually connected with a lot more normies.
Yeah.
A lot of people that they don't have addiction problems. And what's really cool is they're 100% acceptance with what I'm going through. I just got a GPS monitor to take off my leg in September, and they're totally okay with it, because the person that I described that I used to be is not the person they see today.
Right.
It's like fucking trying to put a positive and positive together, polar opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's not there. And it's funny, because I was like, oh, but it is.
Yeah.
But what makes them not see that person is the stories that I tell them, I describe. I'm very transparent with my story now. I'm very wide open and truthful about it because I really don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I'm not here to be fucking liked by everybody.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like me for what I've been through and who I am today, then fuck you. That's how I feel.
You know, I find myself sometimes, you know, if I go out in the day and I use that F word, you know, I tend to say it a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Are you like that?
I'm much like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I caught
Yes,
you there.
sir.
But so check it out. What?
Are you
What you got
checking
going?
me? Are you checking me on the F word?
No, I was just telling you about my
Oh, I
experience.
was about to say, see, that's another boundary.
It
right
just
there.
brought me.
You
It
don't
just
like
brought me.
something I'm saying,
It just
say
brought me to think when you were saying it. It just
Yeah.
brought me to think. You know, that happens to me too. If I say it, it turns into a long.
You know what's crazy? Like when I share in meetings, I don't swear,
Right.
and I don't not try to swear. I just don't swear.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, I don't either.
But
I don't
right
think.
now, I mean,
Yeah, you won't
it.
swear to me, but just swear on my podcast. Huh?
You have a
Okay.
problem with that?
Yeah. No, I'm
Okay.
good. I'm
Then why'd
fine.
you say anything?
Why did I say anything?
Yeah.
Because I could.
Okay. Right on. That's how it goes.
Yeah, no doubt. So
So,
yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Okay,
But we need to do something with this to where we get people to tell their story.
Yes,
Because I think you know, audio evidence is great, but when you have visual, you can see the demeanor of the person. You can see how they present themselves when they're telling the story. You know, I don't mind doing it anymore.
Well-
I used to hate it.
ever since I had the idea to do that, it seems like that I have just been constantly barraged with, which I enjoy it. I love it. I'm not complaining a bit. I like it, but just stuff that I have to
What do
do,
you
right?
point at?
My higher power.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I got to tell them I love it. You know, it's because I don't want it to stop. But so it seems like as time goes by, it's going to get a little bit more smooth in timing and everything, and then I'll be able to actually pursue that more.
Well, you know where I'm at every Saturday morning, so
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I got to get back to my studio at some point. You know?
yeah, but I can't do that.
No, you can't. Okay. I guess we could do one of
Unless
those.
we
We could do
studio
one of
here.
those split screen things.
Oh, like Facebook, like video chat or something.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all that. That's
Yeah.
too many steps.
But we, you know, if we did that, I would have to have I would have to have like a monitor right there where you're sitting,
Yeah.
where it's got you on there, so I could feel like, yeah,
That's not gonna work. But you know what? Something that was really cool that yesterday happened. It came from one of the clients, and he was telling me that he loves when I come in on the weekends, and he didn't know if it was okay to say that to the other staff. I said, "Say it to the other staff. That looks good. Like,
why not?
it means
Yeah.
I'm doing my job. I mean, not just doing my actual job, but doing my job and being empathetic and not forgetting where I come from. Because majority of the guys came off the streets. I came off the streets. I've been to treatment. I've been treated 9 times in 10 years. You know, I've been in detox 3 times in the same month. You know,
Well-
and to hear that coming from somebody that is so early in recovery,
Yeah.
they enjoy the way that I do things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I get some of that too, and I think that when they tell us those, like you said, they need to tell other staff because I feel like what we do, I think we do it well, and we do it in a different kind of a unique way, unlike most. I think. I mean, I don't mean that to mean like anything like okay. I just, if they tell other staff that, and other staff might think, I wonder what he's doing that makes them like him so much. And so they might pay a little more attention to your style, and they might incorporate some of that in their style. And then thus we become a better team.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
It was cool. I mean, when I walk in on Fridays, everybody says hi.
Yeah.
I have people shake my hand at the end of a shift or before they go to bed, different things like that. Like, it's crazy.
It's really cool what's happening here, isn't it? It's really cool what's happening here.
I think this place has opened up a whole different part of my brain.
Yeah.
You know, because I've worked in treatment centers. I've worked at the Prospect Courtyard, but I lost what I'm saying. I've never experienced treatment on the opposite side like this, to where I'm in a good place to be able to be what needs to be done here.
Right.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, I work with Evan.
Yeah.
I used to be the client.
Yeah.
I've known
Yeah.
Evan for,
Evan,
I've known Evan
yeah,
for
yeah,
13
yeah.
years.
I've known Evan since the day I walked into treatment.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
known him since the day I walked in. The first
Yeah.
time I walked into IHRP in 2012, I've
Yeah.
known Evan.
Yeah.
He used to call me White Mike.
Yeah. White Mike.
Because I was the only white Mike at the
Yeah.
treatment center.
So I knew I had a friend. I have a friend of mine, and I was putting his number in my phone one day, and when I was going to put Mike, and I said, "How do you spell your last name?" And he said, "Oh no, just put Black Mike on there." And I'm like,
I know.
"Okay, I'm only doing that because you told me to." Yeah. Yeah. He was, yeah.
It's funny because I'll run into old friends that I mean, I've known for a decade, if not more, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll tell them my phone number and have them call me. I've already got their phone number. Like that just shows me right there, like these guys have been in recovery for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. They don't have to change their phone number.
Right.
It's the same one.
Yeah.
You know, I have all kinds of people's phone numbers that I didn't think I still had.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to be one of them.
Yeah.
Like I really, you know, my mom encourages me about it. She's like, I tell her about a friend of mine had 6 years. She's like, I just can't wait till you get there.
Right.
You know, and being constantly told that my son tells me it all the time. And my son was the one that I hurt the most, because when I was high, it's not that I didn't want to be around him. I didn't want him to see me like
Exactly.
that, you know?
Exactly.
He understands that now, you know? Hopefully on the 9th, I'm flying out to Arizona State, out to Tucson. There's no Tempe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to fly into Phoenix, hopefully. I have to get it approved by parole, and I'll find out on Tuesday.
So he's going to Arizona State, right?
Yeah, he's in Arizona State.
So do you shut off all other colleges' allegiance and go to Arizona State?
I can love one and like another.
Okay. All right. Fair
because
enough.
I'm like that with the Florida Gators too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So since you talked about mothers, my mother did not live long enough to see me sober. You know, she died before I got sober. And you asked me about this shirt. Well, it used to be my mom's.
Okay.
That's why it has holes in it.
Okay.
So I thought I'd bring a little piece of my mom to the
I just thought it was like one of those statement shirts where it's Dallas Cowboys but it has holes in it because they're incomplete. Yeah.
They're not incomplete. Hey,
complete dumpster fire.
They're not incomplete right now. They're just not very good right now. But they're doing all right. They're in that. I think they're in that middle ground. You know. I mean,
Cowboys fans.
Hey, so we're in a building year again.
You've been in a building year since 1993.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You made it to the playoffs one time with Tony Romo, and he had popcorn before he held the kick.
Yeah, but somewhere around 2000, we won the Super Bowl, didn't we?
No, you didn't. You guys.
Don't. Well, wait a minute. That was during those That was during those years. I don't remember a whole lot.
Well, you would remember this when Tom Landry was around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won 2 Super Bowls with Tom Landry, and then they won the 3 with Troy Aikman, who was trash. He just had good supporting cast. Yes.
Troy Aikman was not trash.
Really?
I mean,
he threw 33 interceptions his first 20.
I mean, I could be in much worse shape than I am right now. I could be a Chicago fan.
We have a better record. I don't care.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't bother me.
You don't have a refrigerator anymore.
It doesn't matter. That was 85. I was 4 years old. I don't even remember Walter Payton.
Oh, me either. Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course not. All right, so we're almost done, folks. So what I would like from y'all, next week we're going to have, I'm going to try to figure out how we can have a section where people can comment. So we can go back and see those comments and things and see what they're saying. And
So this is what we're trying to do. Every week we're trying to do a different topic, and it comes from you guys.
Right.
You know, and if there's a spot to post it on maybe the video that we just did, or he can make a
the video we just did, they can comment on that.
They can comment on that. And something that you want to hear us talk about that maybe you're struggling with.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a sponsee that's struggling with it and you don't know how to go about it. We're not trying to put ourselves on this pedestal. We're just trying to do what we were put on this earth to do.
And to add to that, if you need some help or you just want to talk to somebody, you're welcome to put a comment in there, and I'll go in there and put my Opportunity Recovery Group phone number in the comments so that if people want to call, they can call. And because we do have many levels of help that we can help people with.
Yeah, and I'm willing to give up my phone number for that.
Yeah. So because well, this is life. This is like the living amends that I'm doing for those that have died before I got sober. My mom, for instance, things like that didn't get to know me like I am now. Well, there's a thing called the living amends. And that's
my dad passed away in 2020. He never seen me sober.
Yeah.
Not a day.
Yeah. So
I'm before the age of 8, of course.
Right. Well, yeah.
But also, I'm gonna say this before he says it. We need donations.
Yeah.
For cold weather clothing.
Yep.
Whatever that entails.
Yeah, and shoes. Financial donations. No, you're good. No, I'm glad you did that.
Like I work here, so I can say that shit too.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you could even post that on your Facebook.
I'm not posting shit on my Facebook.
Okay, well, you could. All right. So thank y'all for tuning in this week, and I do look forward to seeing y'all next week. So have a great week. Thank you.